Hello. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome. Oh, before I begin, I forgot to change the name of this live stream, but I don't think it's too late. So just give me a second. This is gonna be a relatively short one. Anyway. Okay, I think I got it. Check. Perfect. Okay, so here we are. We're on the server right now, and I've got something to show you. Okay, first of all, look at that. That is what Cade has been building, all in survival. Okay, so this is the survival world, which means everything, including this dome, was built in survival. Okay, that dome and this tower are the two wonders of this Minecraft server. Cade was hollowing out. Let's see. Let me just fly really fast. He was hollowing out a mountain somewhere. Right here. Look at this. Golly. He spent, I don't know how long, wiping out half this thing. So, anywho. The point is, while Cade was building this masterpiece, Josh and I were building this masterpiece. This is our map wall. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my gosh. So, this is using maps. And so that little green dot is where we are. And in 1.14, you can put banners. Excuse me. You can put banners down, and then if you name the banner in an anvil, it'll put a marker. So there's Cade's house. I don't know where the banner is, but you like put the banner down, and then you right click the banner with your map. So Josh and I, whoa, let me fix this. Okay, so Josh and I started doing this. So we've got the dome, chunk base. Look at that. It's so cool. Aaron's house is right there. So this is a village. This is a pillager outpost. Let's see. Here is Razorback's house, which is Josh's house. He's built a little dock, and a pretty big farm. Like, oh my gosh, it's cray cray. There is the beach house. I think that's the lake house that Aaron made. Wait, no. No, this is the lake house. It's directly north of the thing. There's our little MLG diving board, and then the MLG diving spot. And so I did some research on maps. So we explored all of this by hand, I should say. And I was like, it was hard. I hated it. I mean, look at this crazy village down here. That's huge. Look at this village. It's huge. So, a map in Minecraft is 128 by 128 pixels. And whenever you're zoomed all the way in, which means that you take, I don't have one, but this map right here, I think this is zoomed all the way in. No, it's not. You can see that this map is, yeah. So this little, like where my crosshairs are, that corresponds to around right here. So this is zoomed out, and you can look on the wiki and learn how maps work. Sorry, I'm like echoing in my ears. There we go. Now I can talk better. So what happens is your maps, like whenever they're all the way zoomed in, 1 pixel is 1 block, and then whenever they're all the way zoomed out, 1 pixel is 1 chunk, I believe. Or something like that. It's crazy. But we wanted our maps to be all the way zoomed in because Aaron is the only one with a cartography table. So we were running into his house, like trying to use that every single time we had to initialize another map, and then we zoomed out, and then we made like a bigger one or whatever. It's crazy. So what happened was we decided, hey, let's just make a bunch of zoomed in maps and make a really big, really detailed map wall. And so as you, like the dome didn't even fit on a single map. There's a map here and then a map up here. I mean it's crazy. And so since each map is 128 by 128 pixels, I decided to do some tests. Well, I'm going to start doing some tests right now. And so I've got a piece of paper here to log down where I've been. And so I'm going to go into creative, and I'm just going to create a brand new world. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to start at 0, 0, which the origin of the world. And I'm going to try and create maps faster, which means using teleportation. So here we are. We're on a freaking island. That's okay. TP Agarin, so I'm going to go 0. If you use the squiggly thing, so it's X, Y, and Z, and Y is your altitude. So if I go 0 and then the same Y value and then 0, hopefully I won't suffocate, and I won't. Whoa, this is drastically different. Oh my gosh. So here we are at 0, 0. I'm going to go ahead and build a stone pillar just so I can remember that, hey, this is 0, 0. Wait, let me make sure that this is, so see, I'm looking at block -1. There we go. So yeah, this is the 0, 0 block. And I'm just going to make it pretty tall. And so what I'm going to do is I want to make a map wall. So I'll just start the map wall right here. And for now, I want it to be just 2 by 2. Or maybe I'll do 3 by 2. Yeah, I'll just make a little tiny map wall like this. That's not too bad, and it should be okay. So I'm going to cover this with item frames. Oops. There we go. And then I'm going to get an empty map. So, the way that it works is well, what I want to do is maps by default are 8 chunks by 8 chunks whenever they're fully zoomed in. And that's when 1 pixel is equal to 1 block. And so if I go ahead and stand right here and initialize a map, this is map number 0. And here we are. So we are in the dead center of this map. And that is perfect. And so I'm just going to put, so this is our origin map. I'm going to go ahead and put it right there. So that's, actually, I just want like a nice clean map wall. So our origin map, or our starting map, is going to go right here. If I can put it there. So here we are. That's our starting point. Oh, wait. Because, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Whew. Okay, so yeah, I'll just explain a little bit. So right now I'm looking north, and you'll notice that that's towards the negative Z axis, and then positive X is east, and then south is, positive Z. And so because of that, if we're gonna, if north is gonna be up here, then I'm gonna have to go, so this is gonna be the negative Z, and this is going to be the positive X, but that's a little bit confusing, so I'm just going to work my way down. So that way this is the positive Z and this is the positive X. It's kind of weird the way that they do it, but they're obeying the right-hand rule, which is, you always should, because they say that your Y value is your up and your down, like your height, elevation. I think Z value should be height and elevation, but whatever. And so anyway, since your Y value is, how high you are, you can see, it changes right over here. Oh, you probably can't see my mouse pointer. Never mind. But you can see my Y value is changing, but my X and Z isn't. So, point is, if Y is going straight up, and then they say that X is going to be east, because most maps have north facing up, that means that, you're looking, whatever, you're looking that way. Okay, enough blabbering about how that works. Let's just do this. So if I'm going to start out and I'm going to go in the positive Z direction. So if I teleport myself 128 blocks, so see, since I'm in the middle, this edge is 64 blocks, half of 128, because it's 128 from the bottom to the top. So if I go from halfway at 64 down to the bottom, well, that's 64. And then if I go the same amount on the next block, or the next map, that's going to be another 64. So really, if I teleport 128 blocks in the negative Z direction, or I'm sorry, positive Z, it's so dang hard because, I'm doing like this. If I'm going, down in the positive z direction 128 blocks, I should be centered right on this map. Because it's 8 by 8 chunks and my render distance is, let's see, my render distance is 12. So technically, I will automatically explore the whole map as soon as I teleport there, if that makes any sense. And that's my plan, and I hope it works. So let's stop blabbering on and let's do it. So I'm going to teleport myself. So in the Z direction, so I'll keep my X position and my Y position. I'm going to fly so I don't fall. So keep X, keep Y. I'm going to take my Z position, and I'm going to add 128. So if I do that, I teleport myself, and if I make a new map, bam, look at that. I'm in the dead center, and the whole map is automatically explored. So now that I'm down, if you can kind of imagine that item frame, so I'm down on that first, or the bottom left, I need to go 2 maps over towards the positive X. So that means that I'm going to keep my Z and then just go 128 in the positive X, and then make a new map. I don't know why it's giving me a third origin map. That's kind of weird. And then I'm going to do the same thing again and make another map. So now I'm all the way over. And now I need to go up. And what I'm planning on doing is making a loop. And so I'm drawing a picture on paper right now so I know where I've been. So let me make my squares. So now I need to go in the negative Z direction, 128 blocks to get up to that other row, so minus 128. And these squiggles are taking your current position and then adding or subtracting what you put onto that. So here's this one, and then if I right-click here, let's go back. Oh, okay. I forgot you have to hold the map in order for it to work. So now I should come up, if I go negative 128, yeah, that's good. And now I have to go in the negative X direction twice. Well, once, really. And then the second time I should be back at the origin. So let me make a new map. And then that's good. And now if I go, hey, I think this is where I initially spawned. And then as you can see, I'm almost back to where I started. So if I go once again, I'm right back on 0, 0. So now I'm going to get rid of this origin map. So I went down. Aha. Over. Oh, shoot. What the heck? I forgot to open this one. So that's the thing. If you don't open your map, so I need to go. Technically, I can go 128 in both directions to get diagonal, I believe. Yes, that worked. Hey, is that an ocean monument? That looks like it. Where is it? Is it this? Let me go towards it. Where is it? Ah, yes! Whoa! That's crazy. Sorry, I went wild. Okay, so TP Agaran, and then 0, 0 again. And now we should be fully explored. So then, yes, that one's good. So then we went here. And then now, okay. So having it literally all ocean is not that interesting. But this one, you can see, I hate it when it does this. There, see, that matches. Sometimes they'll rotate and they'll like glitch or something. This is a terrible seed, but oh well. So that's really cool. So I've made a little system where I can do, I can pretty much do whatever I want or however I want to do it. So I want to go back this way, maybe twice in the X and Z direction, and then see what happens there. So instead, I'm going in the negative X and still the positive Z. So I'm going to go 2 over in the negative X for now. So let me make a picture really quickly. So I'm going to draw a picture of this and put an X, and then 2 more. X marks the origin, I guess. And then those, and I'll scratch them out as I go. So I need to go negative 128 in the X direction. Perfect. I need to do that again. Aha. I wonder if I could zoom out, but I honestly kind of like it. But now I need to go 128 in the Z direction. Whoa, I'm doing the wrong button. And now I need to go 128 in the X direction. Now I should be within sight of the origin. Wait a second. Oh, shoot. I'm not. Okay. Let me try it like this. Okay, so theoretically, I went. I think I did it right. So I started the origin, and then what did I? Let me recap. So I went to 0, 0. So I went negative 128 in the X direction, and I made this map. And then I think that's right, because yeah, that matches pretty well. Yeah, every piece matches. So then I went that way, and then I went another 128 this way. And that matches right there. And then I should have gone plus in the Z direction. Yes. Oh, okay, yeah, I did that right. And then plus right there, and that looks like it matches up. So that's really awesome. And that is a quick way to make some map walls. This is a terrible seed to do it, but that's okay. I mean, that's awesome. So now I want to test something else really quickly. Well, actually, I might have to get another world for it. But I think that's okay for now. So, what's crazy is that there was an ocean monument, like, within a very small amount of distance. What is this? This doesn't look natural. Oh my gosh, I have not played this game in a very long time. This is cool. I mean, I haven't explored the oceans really, you know? It was like 1.13 was the aquatic update, 1.14 was a village and pillage. Does this have stuff in it? Buried treasure map. Would you look at that? I wonder if I can put that on a wall. And see, now that I have a map wall, I could oh dang, that's crazy. I could try to figure out, you know, if there's any Whoa, am I actually swimming? That's crazy. Look at that map wall. That is beautiful. So, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Now I want to try a similar thing, but this time I'm going to make another maps thingy. Maps 2. Oops, wrong one. So I'm going to try to make... Hopefully, fingers crossed, I get a decent seed with, like, land, you know? But what I'm thinking is... Aha. Looks kind of the same to BH. Okay. Cool. So, I'm going to build a pillar of 0, 0. Is this 0, 0? It is. There's my 0, 0 right here. And I need a cartography table and some paper, I guess. Now, this is going to be a slightly smaller map area. And in fact, I'll just do it right here. But what I want to make, I'll put it, yeah. I'm going to do a I'm going to just do 4 maps. Simple and effective. So I'm wondering if I put my rendered, well, let me think. If I increase my map and zoom out, I think it'll double the size, right? So I should have my render distance on 16 chunks. And I'll do like 20 just to be safe. So my computer is going to start going, whee! But that's okay. So I'm going to do origin here because that makes sense to me. Just, you know, it's like origin here and then over, I think. Right? Let me see. Because if I want north to face up, That would mean I'm looking this way, and there's some interesting stuff to the west. So really, the origin should be here, wouldn't it? I don't care. Origin's going there. So first, I get a map, and then I need some paper as well to do my cartography tabling, and I can probably just store it in here, right? I swear there's a way to make... Okay, whatever. So, first I need to initialize the map. And that's why this takes a bit longer. So I initialize it, and now I'm centered at 0, 0, which is good. And now I'm going to zoom it out and see if I can automatically zoom it out without having to explore. Oh, what the heck? So see, I'm not centered anymore. Crud-a-roni on a poop stick. This is like 4 times zoomed out, to be honest. So if I can pinpoint where the center of this is, then I'm gonna see if I can teleport. So yeah, I think it's 4 times. Let me go to where I think the center is and explore. I think it's not worth it to do it this zoomed out. You know, it just doesn't look good when you have it like mega detailed. That's when it looks really nice. Oh, it's probably 64 by 64. Yeah, that's pretty much the center. So if I'm here at 64, 64, and then that means that if I want to go, this way, so negative z, and I have to go 64, 120. So let me try two. Let me just try. I do that. I think I'm at the edge. Yeah, I'm at the dead edge. So I have to go, but on this one I have to go 128, I think, right? Negative z, 128. I'm gonna make a map, and then I should be in the center of this one. No, I'm not. I'm on the edge of it. Crap, I don't understand this now. I don't understand where this thing's centered. Okay, I'll have to figure this one out. But to be honest, well, it's kind of cool. To be honest, at this point, I don't necessarily care. I don't know. I think it'd be fun to instantly explore maps, but I'll have to see the map zoom levels and convert them into coordinates, and then ultimately you can just make a list of coordinates to teleport to, and then initialize your maps, and just keep teleporting to them. But the method that you use, where you just take your current position with this squiggly mark, that might work. I don't know. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to go on to the other server. I'm gonna go onto the server in a little while this afternoon and start working on a bigger map wall using this teleportation thing. But the problem is that I'll be in survival, which means I might have, I'll suffocate a little bit. But also a good thing is that you can make maps even if you're not in. You can make maps even if you're not on the surface. Whoa, that's so cool. This thing will just take you right down. And there's a bunch of these. Whoa. That's crazy. Who knew? Whoa! Whoa! I did not know that there was buried treasure like this in the ocean. I mean, golly, that's crazy. So if you get some depth strider, that might make walking easier. That's cool. I like that. Oceans are nice. Sorry, I'm getting way too distracted. I'm tired of this. I'm going to go rest. But thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. I hope you have a cool idea in your head about how you can make your own map walls in Minecraft.